What's good, peeps? Welcome to an Indefatigable Artist. I am your host, Bleace, just a multimedia artist living in the 21st century. Appreciate you listening. A like, comment, and a share goes a long way. A free way to pay it forward. Can always go further at bleace.com and be sure to sign up to our free newsletter. Let's go further together, one step at a time. Episode 12. Say It Now. And it was on week 12 that I finally had to push the publish date back. This last week finally caught up to me. I was able to adjust and adapt last week. Sorry, the audio wasn't the best, but made it brief and hope the message still came across. This past week has been a roller coaster, to say the least. It's been really positive emotions, passionate emotions, mixed with very deep sadness. And that is what this episode will be about, is what I've gone through and what I've experienced dealing with the loss of an uncle who has been a father figure for me most of my life. And in dealing with this pain, I return to one of the themes of this podcast: to wake and be, to choose your right now. Say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it. And the other theme of opening up to being vulnerable. And it was this that motivated me to pick up my phone in this very emotional moment for me and to record how I was feeling. To really capture that and to show that the energy you give lives on after you make your final transformation in this earth. The energy in you is not created or destroyed. It's only transformed. And when we deal with loss, it's that energy. It's the energy that they gave, the impact that they had. And today, when I was given the news that he had finally passed, I was fortunate enough to go down and say my last goodbye. And I treated that last time seeing him as the last time I would see him. Although I did have hope of seeing him again, I wasn't sure. And I feel like in embracing right now, whenever you see someone, treat it like it could be the last time you see them, every time you see them. And I feel like, some can get, overlooked of like, oh, I see this person every day, like them going to the store or whatever really quick. Like, I'm not going to treat that goodbye as a last goodbye. Or they're just going to work like they do every day. But having worked at a cemetery for a year, I knew and I know now the appreciation for the right now. And the recognition that it can happen at any time. For this situation, it brought me back to September 2016 when I dealt with the loss of another prominent father figure in my life. Um, and what really encapsulates this is there's a line in Kill Bill written by Quentin Tarantino that so perfectly describes what I'm talking about with these father figures. Where he says, like any man without a father, Bill had a collection of father figures. And that's what I have. I have a collection of father figures. And I've now dealt with the loss of two. And what they gave me most was their time and their energy. They chose to give me their time and energy, and to really have an impact in my life. And I'll also say that neither one of them were blood related to me. I think the energy you give, I mean, it doesn't have to be blood relation. They, as an individual, give those titles meaning. It's like could have my blood father, my real father, didn't choose to give me time or energy, and then given the fact that he's in jail for the rest of his life, he can't give that physical presence, and really just deserted even before that happened. So I have even much of an appreciation of someone else willing and not even obligated to give me their time and energy. Neither one were really obligated to, they just did. And now the following that I want to share is a recording I did after saying goodbye one last time to not just my uncle, but one of the few father figures I had throughout my life. I captured this moment, and after I recorded it, realized how therapeutic it was for me. I felt like I could be vulnerable in this moment, be open to that wave of pure sadness that really washed over me and hit me. It was hurt, the pain, the frustration at the situation. Why does cancer have to take some of our most beloved humans? And I hope in sharing this moment of pure sadness and vulnerability that listeners can be inspired, that they can embrace their own vulnerabilities, whether it be sadness and frustration or anger, whatever it is. Express it healthily, embrace those emotions, be grateful for them, be grateful that you get to feel. Life is ups and downs. It's that heartbeat. And that's what this past week was, a representation of that roller coaster heartbeat. It's up and down, man. I've been pulled in so many emotional directions, moving, getting approved for the apartment we wanted, and we're undergoing a huge life transformation here. And this is also a transformative moment. And this moment really captures that transformation. It's very raw. It's very emotional. And to the listeners, I do apologize for my sniffles. Couldn't help it, but let it all out. And I really do hope it inspires you to be grateful for everyone in your life and to everyone who's had an impact, whether it be positive or negative. It has shaped you into the person you are now. You're right where you're meant to be, and everything that happened couldn't have happened any other way. Be grateful for that. You're still here. You're still here. They're right now. That's the only time there is right now. And if someone has had an impact, whether it be positive or negative, let them know. Say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it. As someone who talks about this a lot, strength has this is so hard. I've cried too many times this week. As someone who grew up without a father, I've had a collection of father figures, and I've lost one already, and now I'm losing another one unexpectedly. I had no idea. And but also dealing with a sick grandmother, and just worried about her, and now it's like her losing a son who's talked to her every day, who I almost talk to every day in one form or another. And for it to be like unexpected like this week's been a bunch of roller coasters, and I just want to share it because it's so pertinent to everything I talk about and why I talk about this. Just say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it, because you never know when the last time you could see someone. You never know when the last time could be. I worked at a cemetery for a year and done hundreds of funerals, and most were done in a language I didn't speak, but they were in Spanish or Haitian, most of them, and because it was down in Miami. But pain transcends. It like why do we cry? And I write the poem asking like what made the first person cry. And it had to be loss, because we all know it's the only thing that's certain here on this planet. The only thing that's certain, the only thing, memento mori, you think on it every day and you try to approach it, especially after my heart condition. I try to approach every single day like that you could go up your last flight of stairs and boom, it can all change in a blink of an eye. I know that, and it really hit me. They say, I'm drawing a blank on who said it right now, but a man has two lives, and the second one begins when he realizes he only has one life. And it's moments like these that are a reminder of that, and to also question like what really matters at the end, as he's lying there in his last moments. It's his energy that's going to live on, and that's what I told him. Energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. That's it. That's all it can do. It's be transformed. Just take a moment and Don't hold a grudge on anybody. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the day is the energy you shared. If it's not good energy, just let it go. Don't hold that grudge. Talk it out with the person. Say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it. Right now is the only time there is. What you do with your right now is a choice. It's a choice. Past and future are illusions in the mind that only exist here, not anywhere else. Say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it. Reach out to that person that had an impact on your life. And if it was a negative impact, let them know why and what effect it had on you. Whether they're receptive to it or not, just let it out. Let it out for you. I picked up the phone to just share this moment because I wanted to honor him and say that he may not physically be here. He's going to be here in other ways now. And that's what matters, is that energy he shared, and the energy that won't be shared in that way. And an appreciation for all the times that we shared, and the positive impact he had on my life. One of the first times ever seeing graphic design be done was him. And really, it was inspiring looking back, watching him work on the computer, and to put in my mind like, oh, that could be something I could do. And ended up going to school 4 years later, but it wasn't right away that I thought that it took a long time for that kind of realization to occur. And I'm just grateful for that. I'm just grateful for so many times and so many experiences that he gave me. It was truly a gift. And I'm forever grateful for everything. Just be grateful. That's all I can say. Just be truly grateful for right now. Right now, that's what we have. Past and future are illusions. So thank you for listening to this, and I hope it can inspire you to reach out to that person and say what you have to say while you have the ability to say it, because you just never know. Tomorrow is not certain. Don't be fallen into too many distractions, too many illusions. I talk about this all the time, of like how much time is spent in an actual illusion. So many things that we just oversee. Scrolling down in an algorithm on a social media platform, that's an illusion. That's a creation. That's something that someone created. It is just feeding you things. Step back, even to a certain extent going into stores or whatever it could be. What matters is your time spent and the energy you share with others, and the things around you, the planet around you, spreading good energy to plants and other animals. A pet, dealing with ranger aging. 3 real emotional rocks right now. They feel like being taken like pieces out of me. But we keep going one step at a time while we're still here. We take one step at a time and we go further. Let's go further together. Appreciate you listening. Be sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and share. It's a free way to pay it forward. Can always go further at Bleace.com and sign up to our free newsletter. Let's go further together, one step at a time.